What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the real feel. Welcome back to me life. What's up, everybody? I hope it's going well out there. I hope you're keeping your head up. The key of this is to be kind to people, be kind to yourself. I understand that sounds super cliche and super corny, but it's 100% true. Like, being kind to others will help yourself be better. Being better to yourself will help you be kind to others, and being nice to others, not knowing what they're going through or what they're feeling that day, or whatever the situation is. It's being kind to them, asking them questions, how they're feeling and stuff like that. Just being straight with yourself and being straight with others, being honest with yourself is all this sounds cliche and corny, but it will go a long way. It will go a super long way. Oh, I just lost stuff off the back. But yeah, no, I'm being serious. And then you also have to be kind to yourself, and it's hard to be nice to others or judge the proper way or criticize, I guess, the proper way when you're not kind to yourself and you're not doing things that you truly want to be doing or could be doing, and you're unhappy with yourself. And that's understandable because most people go through that, and most of us, especially in these times nowadays, are going through that. And so it's difficult to be kind to others and judge the proper way when you're not actually doing the things that you could be doing, and that's just key. Like I see it all the time. It's you can see it in them that they're to be honest with you, some people are comfortable with their life, and that's just them getting used to it because they've been doing it for a while, so they're just comfortable with it. And to bring up there's a couple people from my work, not just a couple, but there's a few people from my work that you would think you'd be like, oh well, they're unhappy. No, they could be unhappy with something, but they're super nice people. They're super kind. They're always nice to they stand up for themselves, but they're also kind. And you'd be surprised how far it can get you being that way to other people, and even understanding and listening to other people. But again, that starts with ourselves. That starts with being well for yourself, being kind to yourself, to your well-being, and to your own life. And because if you're not happy with your situation, and you're not comfortable in understanding your situation and getting through it in a good way, you're obviously not going to be seeing other people. You're not going to be seeing their good situation going well. You're not going to see that because you're not happy with yourself. And again, this isn't going against, or I'm just saying this is not going against anybody and saying that I don't understand why you're going through that or being that way to other people or saying these things. But you have to, the other people have to understand that you're not doing the things that you want to be doing, which you could be doing, right. So my point is that it's hard to be kind to others, but if you're kind to others and kind to yourself, then you can better your situation, and it will make you feel better as a person, and it would make you go about your life a different way, and you won't be so groggy and stuff. And like I said, it sounds super cliche and sounds super easy, and obviously it's not, because we're living in these super trendy kind of days, and everything just comes and goes so freaking quickly. So people are just on to the next, on to this, and on to that. So it's hard to follow each thing, and if it's not the thing that people are following, then nobody's gonna be following it, right? It's crazy. I see it with my posts all the time, especially I post videos like this, or I post music, or I post about my drug addiction and stuff, or going through my recovery, and and some of those get it and some of them don't. Some get attention, some don't. But I guess it's pending what people are following and what the trend is nowadays. Now, like, are people following it for the true reason, or are they following it because the other person is following it? 65 or more % of the time, it's people are following it because other people are following it. And it's difficult even to like say that, because I know other people are going through it just as much as like I would, trying to like put out a good message, or trying to like change things and trying to like make things better for our community. And that's where it comes back to being nice to people, especially in your community, because you don't want that one bad apple. Once you get that one bad apple, it all fucking goes from there. It starts from there. It takes that one person. But if everybody's kind to everybody and just living, I'm not saying that has to be perfect every day. That's not what I'm saying, because it sounds cliche, right? I'm not saying you have to be perfect. I'm saying that if you're just understanding and kind to your community and kind to your surroundings, it will just make a better living situation for everybody. But that takes understanding, and that's why I'm here as well, because I like to make awareness and understand that you're not the only one that thinks these things or goes through these things or whatever. But yeah, so it comes back to like building like a better community and better situation. I forget what the frig I was talking about before that, but it just comes in the same play of what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's if it just takes building that step. But like that's why it's hard. Like that's what I was trying to say before, is that it's hard to do that. It's hard to do that kind of things, and especially in these kind of times and these kind of days, because everybody's on like different waves and that. And like, yeah, I've talked about like my music and stuff, or I talked about certain things in my life, or I've talked about this and talked about that. It's not about like just aiming towards that. I'm obviously trying to build a platform, or I'm trying to build something so I can have a bigger voice and have not make people listen, but help people understand these certain things that are going around the world, so I can make more awareness for bigger things that are actually going around in this world. So I'm just trying to stick on this wave and trying to live this life that I used to or wanted to before, but I couldn't because I was going through drugs and I was getting high all the time. I was always thinking about these things. Trust me, I've been in your position where I've sat there and think about these things, and I wish I was doing this, and you would talk about it so much, you would hype yourself up about it, and then you're not doing it, so it makes you even more angry. And that's where it comes into play, where you want to be rude to other people, and when they're succeeding on something, you want to be rude to them because you're not doing it and you're just sitting back doing nothing. So and I'm not saying everybody's angry that they're not doing what they love to do. Some people are just comfortable, but there's always something that somebody's missing that they want to be doing. And then when they see somebody else doing it, they get angry or they get jealous, and you can see the jealousy in them. And you can see like the how they act towards it and what you're doing and stuff. And it's like, man, like I feel for those people, because I've been there before, where I've been angry seeing somebody do something that I wasn't doing, that I wanted to do. It's made me angry. It made me comment different things, and made me judge different things and criticize different ways. It's made me do that. So when I see other people do that, I know that's what they're going through, because I've been through that and I'm admitting that. But once you're getting past that and you're understanding yourself and you're understanding how, like, to understand how to make yourself happier in certain situations, again, nobody's perfect, but to make yourself in a happy, comfortable situation, not just in a comfortable state, just like in a happy, comfortable state, then that takes time. But you have to be kind to yourself. You have to work on yourself before you can understand why the other person is succeeding that or going through that. I'm just like rambling at this point with that stuff. But yeah, I like to spread awareness. I like to tell my story. I like to excuse me, I like to do it in certain ways, and not always do I make a video, or not always do I stay on point or like try to, but I'm just trying to put it together myself as I'm trying to like, or put it in a different way, or try to explain it better to help people understand it. And I'm not never trying to like make anybody do anything. I'm just trying to live a life that I've wanted to, but I've been held off from a lot of things. If you listen to my story, you'll understand. But yeah, like I've noticed too, like just because I've been selfish myself, like 100%, and sometimes it seems like I am now, but I'm just trying to build and trying to live, and I'm trying my best to be or do what I can to put my time in for other people and the world, and help change and stuff like that, and everything that's going on. But it's very difficult, again, because there's so much going on and there's so much happening around us, so it's hard to keep up, and things just come and go, as I said, and there's different trends for this, there's different trends for that, and then it just comes and goes, and fuck, it's hard to keep up, man. But I try my best. At least I try to put my efforts in, and I hope that I can inspire or help someone understand that you can do it too, and see that part of life. And don't get me wrong, always there's always negative. There's always a lot of bad shit going on, like anywhere across the border to here to like in between, and there's a lot of bad shit going on. But it's not like ignoring it. It's like if don't like dwell on whatever's happening in your life or whatever's happening around. Like don't like dwell on it. Like understand it's there. And try to maybe like make awareness and do something about it, but don't like dwell on it and let it ruin your everyday life. Like that's only hurting yourself and not anybody else. So putting the work into like for yourself and doing side things, but also trying to do little things to help change the world, or make awareness for whatever is going around the world, whatever's happening. But it takes a lot of efforts. It takes times. It takes hard work to do certain things. And again, and I'm not sitting here bragging. It's just I'm here, and I've gotten to this spot that's taken me a long fucking time to get by off of drugs and back to like who I am and where I've wanted to be and what I've wanted to do, and understand what I need to do to get to that. And I never understood it fully because I was so fog-headed and going through drugs and hard depression. Like, don't get me wrong, I go through like certain things, but that's because I can't do other things right now. I can't do as much as I want to because there's, whatever's going on in the world, pandemics and stuff like that, restrictions for certain things. So it's like, it gets hard, but I just try to live the best I can and show other people it's okay, and shit happens, and hopefully that you can take something from this, or not even just for me. And like you can't help everybody, you can't please everybody, but I know that if I'm helping somebody, that person could help that person, and that person can help that person. It just starts my own trend, it starts my own movement, and that's where Me Life came into like play as well, because it's a movement as well. Is that I can't please everybody, but I know I can do a certain group of people that can maybe push to help them and say, hey, it worked for me, maybe it can work for you. But they may not listen to me, but they may listen to you, right? Like, understand what I'm saying when I say that. So I just try to put my part in, try to do my best, and yeah, just yeah, Me Life. Like, I don't have product right now, and I've been trying my best to get that back, but I've taken a step back from it. It's still here, it's still around. It's just I don't have product, and I haven't for a while, and winter hit and stuff, and blah 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 blah. But spring is coming up in the next few months, so I will get back into that and talk more about that when that comes into play more. But I do have my brand still, a movement. So yeah, I hope everything's going well again for everybody. I hope you understood my my rants, or not really rants, but just yeah, I'm just chatting, just venting, just talking about life and my life. It's called The Real Feel. It's called Me Life for a reason. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Try your best to keep living and yeah, Try your best. I gotta get rid of these things before I can even stop this video. My computer's being a butt. Alright, much love everybody. Keep that head up. Keep smiling. Peace out.